And once I do that, that's pretty much this part of the wall finished. And I wasn't, when I first started making this video, I wasn't expecting it to become a kind of a walkthrough of how I do this. I mean, I don't expect anyone else to copy this or anything like that, but yeah, I guess that's how it turned out. And maybe it shows you just how long it takes me to do this. Although, you know, I did cut out most of the actual building. It gives you a bit of an idea just how much material it takes and how much time it takes. Oops. And also I was thinking I will show, because the wall is like, one side of the wall is done, my area is roughly square, and so the western side of it is almost done. As I was going to show it, you know, show what I've done so far on the wall, but the thing is it's so big that you can't really see it very well. I mean, you can walk along the whole thing, but I don't know, I can do that, but I don't think it's all that interesting. Although maybe you disagree, maybe I'm wrong, maybe you think it's interesting, but like when you look out, well, I guess there's stuff to see, you know, when you look out. Okay, I'll do that. Anyway, I'll do this first, and I won't show all of it because, as you can see, it's just again repetition. Alright, I'll come back when I'm done with this. Alright, so the towers are done, and that's pretty much it for the western quarter of the wall. I will take a walk along it, although I'm not entirely sure if, you know, if the view is that good. Anyway, oops, one more level. So we are at the northwestern corner of what I've been calling my area. Basically, if you haven't watched my earlier videos, my map is quite old, and in between the map before biomes was introduced and afterwards, there was a change in the map generation algorithm, and so there's this rather conspicuous boundary between the old pre-biomes map and the new post-biomes map. Anyway, I'm building a wall on that line, basically. And this is the western side of it. Outside is not important, I don't think. Inside is where I've been building all this time. The hollow mountain we can see from here. And as you can see, the wall is actually quite up close to it. Still haven't quite decided what to do there, but I'll leave that until later. The outside, this might be a bit controversial, but I'm thinking that just before I start expanding out, I will actually maybe delete all the chunks outside and then regenerate them, because obviously Notch is adding new content every now and then, and I think I would prefer to generate the outside map with the new content instead of having to travel further, like things like the lapis lazuli, I think that's how it's pronounced, the blue dye stuff. I think that's, you know, further away now because it wasn't like, you know, the chunks were generated before that was added. And I mean, I haven't actually gone outside all that much at all. So yeah, maybe MC edit all of that out. I mean, I know MC edit is kind of cheating, but Basically just deleting the chunks and then regenerating it. The chunks that I haven't actually touched yet. And the lighting is really slow now. Although the frame rate is better. I don't know, it's just... I think 1.6 has messed up a bit. Look, I can do this. What I had it on before was power saver performance. And I think that frees up more processing cycles for calculation. Well, not really. It's actually quite bad. Can't believe how slow that is. Let's see, what if I do this? Doesn't change anything when I'm recording. Anyway, it's just slowly loading. Really, really slowly loading. The frame rate on the recording is better, but it's also loading very slowly. Well, never mind. Anyway. So the hollow mountain is over there. My base is over there somewhere. It's still loading so you can't see it. And there's a huge cloud in the way. I think you can see parts of the hanging garden now. Yeah, there it is, it's loading. You see the two terraces. I haven't built anything in between. And I don't really know what to do about this area at all, to be honest. But yeah, so I imagine this would be more interesting if, you know, all that stuff is built and then you can look out over it from the wall, but as it is, you know, I haven't built all of that. And you know, it would take a very long time to do all that, to be honest. I'm just one guy playing this game. So we are pretty much directly west from my spawn point, which is over there. You can't see the tower from here. It's just, you know, beyond the range of the chunks. And all of that is loading slowly. Oh, there we go. And those are the statues. The two sentinels, an aquaria. And those mountains there are actually kind of interesting. There's like a huge cabin there as well. And some cliffs and another place there. The idea is to extend the hanging gardens all the way around to cover a larger area and then maybe do some other things. I think I've said that in an earlier video, but that's also a long-term plan that's not going to come anytime soon. Yep, that's the statues, and then you can just see the pavilions there, the wooden one. And if the landscape will load, I can see the stone and the glass pavilion, which is just there, it's loading. And here we have the southwest corner of the wall, although, you know, obviously there's that stuff. You can see the chunks there, the huge cliffs, and the difference between the old landscape and the new landscape. So the wall will obviously go along there as well. Alright, and then that's the wall. I don't know if you want to watch me walk back. I guess I can do that. Actually, I won't walk all the way back. I'll just get to a good point to look at it. Basically, it's just that module repeated along the boundary. and it takes ages to build. And it's not really interesting to watch me build it, to be honest. And it uses up a lot of cobblestone as well. I mean, it stretches out further than the game can render, so it's this huge wall. And you really only get to see a part of it any one time, which is interesting. You know, it's I guess from some vantage points you can see most of it. Alright, I think I'll end the video here. Well, that's enough for the wall for now. I think I'll move on to another project for the next few videos. Alright, I'll see you guys then.